Welcome back, everybody. I've been on a little bit of a hiatus. I'm doing some work now on an upcoming series. I did one video on why Jews are still in the Democratic Party. I have an upcoming video on how did Jews become liberal, what attracted them to the Liberal Party, etc. And that's going to be something that's going to be coming up in the near future. But today, with everything that's going on, you have the Jake Tapper book. Now you have the Binder lady, Karine Jean-Pierre, coming out with her book, quote unquote, Independent. She's left the Democratic Party. She's now an independent. There are Biden administration insiders that are saying this is nothing more than a cheap cash grab. I am not an attorney. I'm not actually a political scientist. I'm just a regular guy who's a conservative American. But I have some thoughts on this. And one of my thoughts is as we look at what's going on, specifically what happened in the Biden White House, where for 4 years everyone talked about his physical and mental competency, that there was no question that he was at the top of his game and he was the one making all the decisions. I think most Americans with a brain, or at least a working brain, questioned that. It was questionable. It started off with his physical inability to even walk upstairs, to ride a bicycle, to not fall down, as his ability to find his way off of a stage, these kind of, as he started to leave a stage, these quick 5 or 6 running steps, then followed by his basic step slowly marching off the stage. It was clear that he had to be given specific shoes at certain time, which were almost like sneakers that enabled him to be more stable on his feet. But here's the bigger question. Will anyone be held accountable? The country suffered for 4 years. We suffered with lockdown during COVID. We suffered with just millions of illegal immigrants, including terrorists, etc., and criminals, murderers, rapists entering the country. Um, and who's the question that I really have, and if anyone out there is a constitutional attorney or has knowledge of this or is a political scientist and has real insight into this, who can be held accountable and under what law? So you have people in the administration, did they have a responsibility to say that the president was unwell, that he was non compos mentis, that he was physically incapable of executing his duties as president of the United States, that he was mentally incapable of executing his duties as president of the United States? Who will be held accountable? You heard it here. I say nobody. You get a lot of talk and hyperbole from from the Republicans. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Comer is, we're going to send out subpoenas, congressional subpoenas. Well, we all know you don't have to be a congressional expert to know that Congress has no ability to enforce anything. They can call and subpoena and do whatever they want. They're not a law enforcement agency. They can't arrest. They can't do anything like that. So I think this is just a big show for some of the Republicans to say, look, we're doing something. We're not just sitting on our hands. But what can be done? What laws are being broken? Did the Biden administration have some responsibility and a legal responsibility to come forward and let the public know the 25th Amendment? Should that, and could that, and should that have been instituted? And these are very important things. So I still say no one's going to be held accountable. Nothing is really going to happen. But now you have Jake Tapper writing a book, and you have Karine Jean-Pierre writing a book. And essentially, They lied to us for 4 years, and now they want to be paid for now telling the truth about what they lied about. It's absolutely crazy. Here's what I really believe in closing, that where they're going to pay the price is at the voting booth. That the American public is sick and tired of being lied to. Now, Democrats that are really apologists for the left and communist and completely left leaning Democrats are always going to vote Democratic no matter what, because of their Trump derangement syndrome, because they just vote Democratic no matter what. They hated Trump so much they would rather have seen and did vote for the country to be destroyed rather than vote for President Trump. That being said, there are the moderate Democrats who are now saying, that's it, I'm leaving the Democratic Party. So I want to hear from you. If you have some expertise in this, please come on the show. Contact me. You can contact me in the comments section. You can go to Ad Newswire on YouTube, where this will be out there. Follow me on X, Bill Golodner on X, and I look forward to hearing from all of you. Thank you.